because we have something in store from Nile Breweries and from other partners that we work with that's going to give this finale a talk about. So to you all, I believe we're still together in this journey and we will be part of rugby as we had promised. So to that, let me just thank the media, the captains, Uganda Rugby Union, and everyone we've worked with since the league began up to tomorrow when we'll be crowning it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was Roger Sozi, representative from Nile Special. We are going to start with the Corps captain to give us an overview of the league. We're going to start with the Corps captain to give us an overview of the league, how it has been for his team compared to last year, and what the fans should expect from Corps going forward tomorrow.
Good morning to everyone. This is Marco Suna, Corps Rugby Club. The league has been amazing. We've had ups and downs, but fortune and luck shows that it's in our way, and I know tomorrow will be a good day for my team because we are ready mentally and prepared for it. We need that trophy, and yeah, I urge out to everyone to come around tomorrow, support the Corps, and be with us as we take our trophy home. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Good morning. My name is Joseph Kana. The league to us was challenging. Louder. My name is Joseph Kana, Rams captain. To us, the league was challenging. A lot of learning curves. Growth was part of it. But
Good morning to everyone. Segwe Ufen is my name, Captain Joshua Buffaloes. League has been good since, as Buffaloes, we didn't register any serious injuries for the players, which is quite good, and we thank God for that. And in terms of performance, we've not done to our expectations since we wanted to be either number 3 or 4, but we might end up finishing the 5th position, of which it's what has come out. And we pray to finish up tomorrow on a higher note, and we do the best next season.
Dennis, can you bring it? Good
morning, everyone. My name is Asimo Solomon, representing my captain who couldn't make it today. Judging from the way the season has gone, we decided on a very high note, 5 wins in a row, but we got a few challenges. The injuries came in, but I'm very grateful to God that there were no serious injuries recorded in our camp. I'm so grateful to everyone here representing their respective clubs for being good opponents throughout the season. And then I'm also grateful to Makerere University, through the Makerere Games Union, for being part of us throughout the whole season, like they have always been in the past. So, going forward, we are hoping that tomorrow we can end the season just the way we started it, with a very high win. Our boys are in one spirit, so Buffalo should come prepared. We want to end this season on a very high note. Yeah, I think you'll take the message back home. So after the season, we are really very excited for the 7 circuits that are coming up. We are really hoping we had a better season compared to the other previous season, because we managed to record more wins than we recorded last time round. So going forward, we are hoping that the boys, they have learned a lot from the losses. We have celebrated the wins, and we are hoping that we shall do better come next season. Yes, thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Masanganza Isaac, captain of the Stanbic Black Pirates. From a Pirates perspective, it has been a very interesting season. We started on a high and hit some lows on the journey, but we didn't lose track. We kept on track for the goal, and I think we're ready to give you a show of the year tomorrow. Because we are fully interested in this league, and we are going to give it our best, and we promise to deliver to all our fans. But most especially, I would like to thank Nile Special and the Rugby Union for organizing such a brilliant season this time around. Our partners, Stanbic, Kings Park, FHNS, for giving us the platform for the players to do their thing, and to the press, to the media. Without you, we wouldn't be very far. You've given us the audience, you've shown us to the world, and we pray for better partnerships coming around. Thank you very much.
Very good morning to everyone. My name is Paul Angana, captain Plascon Mongers. This season has been an interesting one for us. We have had very many hard lessons that we are grateful that we went through. We have been trying to rebuild the squad and see where it gets us. It has gotten us to 6th, actually to 7th. We intend to finish at 6th with a home game against our big friends Rhinos. We have had a really long school of hard knocks, but with the support from the union, our sponsor Plascon, and the fans out there, we've been able to come through, and we hope tomorrow will be a good finale for us as a team and for the entire season for everyone. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kerako Makech. I'm the captain of the Platinum Credit Heathens. Looking back at the already played 17 games gives a mix of feelings and emotions, both sad and very joyous ones. The only sad note is we shall not be retaining the trophy that we won unbeaten last year. However, looking at the very many highs that give us a lot of joy is from this season we have learned very many life-changing lessons that will cut across from just rugby to our normal lives, which I think is very positive for us. The brotherhood amongst the boys has been immense. And most importantly, we would love to thank the Rugby Union and the partners Nile Special and our sponsors, that is the Platinum Credit Heathens and Chadondo, for giving us an opportunity to express ourselves through the game of rugby. It's been wonderful. I wish we could have another 10 weeks of action of the Rugby Premier League, because at this point we are now wondering what next after this weekend. So we'd love to thank our fans as well for having been there with us through thick and thin, having learned the lessons with us. The media, we thank you very much. We hold you very dear, for you have given us the exposure we need as a sport, which is taking us places as individuals and as teams and just the rugby community generally. So we really thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shimo Davis, captain Rhinos Rugby Club. Looking back on the season, as a club, Rhinos started slow. We just had a couple of losses in the beginning of the season, and we tried to pick up, get out of relegation trouble. We tried to pick up and get out of relegation trouble earlier in the season. And without saying so much, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Nile Special. I'd like to commend them, first of all, for being more present this season than the other season. Because personally, I felt more presence of Nile Special this season because of certain changes that were made in the setup, from as simple as the MVP award, Man of the Match award. We have young players in rugby these days, and we can't be having a six-pack as a very good sign of appreciation. So they changed that this season, and I'd like to commend them for that. I'd like to commend the union for pushing this. It's not an easy job. I reckon it's not an easy job. So I'd like to thank the union for making sure that the season runs smoothly from beginning to end. And the fans are the biggest stakeholders of the sport in Uganda, so I'd like to thank the fans and call them out to support their biggest teams tomorrow. We'll have 5 fixtures across the city, so come around and make the most noise you can. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Those are the words from our captains. We are missing 3 captains, but we'll share with the media a few videos later on after the press conference. For those that don't know the fixtures, tomorrow Cobs is hosting Pirates at Legends at 4 p.m. Rams is hosting Heathens at Makere at 4 p.m. Mongas is hosting Rhinos in Entebbe at 4 p.m. Busambaga Ground. Buffaloes is hosting Impis at Chadondo at 4 p.m. And Hippos are hosting Walukuba Barbarians in Jinja Dam Waters. Let's have a few questions for the captains, then we close the session. Any questions? Yes, Kakoza Bukede.
Kakoza Ramadan, Bukede Aban, Wanluo, TV East, TV West, and others. Kumakech, do you believe in God? Do you believe in miracles? Not miracles. Do you have any chance of winning this year's trophy?
Against Rams on 0. If you understand the rugby rules well, in a senior men's game, after scoring about 60 tries unanswered, 60 points unanswered, then the game ends, meaning it is close to impossible that we win the trophy tomorrow. The game that will be happening here, that is between the Cobs and Pirates, must also be a draw, which are very rare. And I do not think I'd want that for them. They have really worked hard to be where they are. So I am glad for any of the teams to win, really. Whether it is us, Cobs, or Pirates, all teams have put in a shift, and I'm happy for any other team to win.
Any other questions? Johnson, New Vision.
I know you felt bad when you were robbed at home, like you always rob others. You see, the robbers always feel very hurt when they are robbed. So you lost the game against Cobs at your home. They beat you. What do you have for us, the fans here on their way, on their turf?
Yeah, as you said, the game at home was a painful loss. But I think it was down to focus. We did not keep our focus till the final whistle. We thought we had the game in hand, and we lost it in the last minute. But I believe right now there's no room for such errors, and we are going to keep fully focused until the final whistle is gone. So we are believing and we are willing to set our word straight, and we're going to deliver this trophy for our fans.
Ernest, please come and ask the Cobs captain any question. Yes, please.
That's a pleasant surprise. Marco Suna, I'd like for you to describe how Cobs have become a better team this season. You have scored more tries this season. You have got a better points difference than you did last season. The only challenge is that you've not got as many bonus points. What are some of those things that have helped you become a better team this season, coming from third to potentially first at the end of the weekend?
First, I would say we have gotten a coach, a better coach, he has experience in coaching. Then, secondly, we have been having a build-up process, and I think most of our players, the young guys, have stepped up, and they are there. Then we have not had issues with injuries this season. Most of our players have been in, unlike the previous seasons. Then mentally, we're ready and we have tried to work on the few mistakes that usually cut us short of the trophy. So I think with that, we're good to go.
Yes, Avitas from Makere Games Union.
Yes, good morning to all of you, and thank you for this opportunity. So this question goes to Massa. Seeing that Pirates has only won one title in all the years it has been here, do you think you guys coming to the game as underdogs, and how will that affect your team mentally?
Massa, did you hear the question? Okay.
I think if you've been following Ugandan rugby for the past few years, I don't think we can be called underdogs anymore. So it's only a motivation for us. I know we cannot remove the fact that these teams have more history than us. They are more established and have been around for a while. But we can only look forward to changes being made in the future, and as I will continue speaking, we will have to write our own history, and we can only do that by getting the trophies. So if this is where we're going to start to change history, then it will be tomorrow.
Okay. Any more questions before we close? One for the CEO. Okay.
Morning, CEO. How are you? The heat for the season has been bad racing, not bad coaching. Assure us you have the best referees to handle this game, especially the final game.
Well, please note, it's not the final game. There are 5 final games tomorrow. It's just a title contending game.
Denise has gone to great lengths to ensure that this is not called a final. But Denise, you have to understand that the title is going to be decided here. Not in Makerere, nowhere else. It's going to be decided here. So the press, if they've dubbed it a finale, it's a finale. Johnson, I know even yesterday, I think you were party to that Twitter space that was hosted by USPA, that hosted the Cobs chairman and the Black Pirates chairman. This season has been challenging for our referees. We have seen mistakes made. We have seen calls scrutinized, and we've seen an outcry by all stakeholders about the level of officiating. We have had constant discussions with the Referees Council to see where we can make improvements, and we are hoping tomorrow. We've already spoken. I know the referees, the officials we've picked for tomorrow, have experience in these big games. We are hoping that their ability to make calls in tight situations under pressure will not be fully tested. We're hoping for a clean game with as few incidents as possible, but we can't for a league finale to be explosive and have all those things. We just know that we have the most experienced officials calling tomorrow's game, so we are hoping that they will have a smooth run of the show, and we'll be at the end, we'll be celebrating the game on the pitch, and and not what the officials called. That being said, we know that there's work that the union has to do on the level of officiating. We've been challenged by almost all corners this season. We are not hiding from it. We are taking it head on. We are working with the Referees Council. I mentioned yesterday that we are going to work with the clubs, because many clubs have shown willingness to help us out on making improvements, on suggestions that we can take to heart. but also benchmarking with the unions that have actually cracked this refereeing issue. We are trying to benchmark with SARU, with KRIU, and ZRIU. We will be working with Rugby Africa referee manager to help us, build a better society, but also, just the need for better training. And this is something we continuously do. So it will be happening, and hopefully we'll see a better spectacle next time.
Tomorrow you handle the situation at the entrance so that the men that are going to tell the stories to the millions who may not come here have easy access at the gate there. And I think it's our prayer that you handle it with the management here.
Yeah, so Johnson, I mean, you've had accreditation all season for all of you, all the grounds you've gone to. You've not had problems entering here, so I'm hoping the same will continue tomorrow. I know Denise will be working with legends already in the media list and shared. I saw a question somewhere.
Just asking your overview of the league, because the league is international team. Do you think the quality has improved, or it has just washed away given you've had a lot of issues regarding
the one thing I can say, I think we've seen an improvement from the teams. The captains can tell you it's not easy to play 18 weeks, and I think they've been at it for almost longer than that. I think through their pre-season was about another 6 weeks coming out of Uganda Cup. What we've seen is an improved league from what we had last year. I think everyone who's been looking at the stats, first and foremost, no one expected that Walukuba would, have the showing that they've had. There was a lot of expectation, and even the captain from Rhinos will say that they had a lot of expectation coming into the season. I think they were viewed as one of the dark horses along with Hippos, and they have shown, I think, with the young squad that they have, the surprises. I think Buffaloes can attest visiting here was a shocker to them. No one expected Impis to start the season with the 5 games unbeaten and, be contending at the top. But like I said, the quality I think we've seen has been much better than we've seen before. Pirates and Cobs to be here, tied and fighting for the league title at the end. Heathens to still be in it, though be it with some math, as the captain has said. I just wanted to tell him that a rugby game does not stop after they score 60 points. It goes on. I think maybe he's just trying to hide their tactic to say, to dampen your moods. But I know they'll be fighting till the end. But from what I know, and even the conversations we've had with coaches, we've seen an improvement in the quality of the league. That's without a doubt. You've seen players from Walukuba, from Jinja, who are now threatening, to break into national team. And I'm sure the national team selectors, as they've been watching, will be impressed with the quality they've seen on show. And I know it can get better.
Which situation exactly? I wouldn't say their absence has caused this. Every match has taken precedence, so you can't say what they didn't do in the matches they were not around would have caused anything different. But of course, their presence was felt when they had left immediately because you have to change a few structures here and there. But the teams have structures. I think it's the same with Cobs. They have structures. They have numbers. They have depth. So you may struggle in change of personnel, but the job will get done.
Personally, in my view, I wouldn't say it affected much because we have guys to play in those different positions. I mean, there have been 18 weeks. They played, could I say, 6 games at the start. And there have been 18 weekends, so I don't think it has that much impact. Though, truth be told, we miss their presence because they have an impact. But you would look now on the 7th setup, I think every club has a representative. So it's a win-win and a lose-lose. I don't think it really mattered much, though we missed their presence.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll now go to a photo session. The captains will move their chairs to the side and stand in the middle there for a group photo with a trophy.
Let's have the 2 captains who can win the title. The rest go home.
What if Stevens wins? The match works and it wins. What if the match